For more anatomy related videos, please subscribe to my channel, Learn with Dr. Tanya Hashik.
Hello everyone, in this video we will continue the anatomy of lungs. We will discuss about the fissures, the lobes of the lungs, the root of the lungs, its contents and also its relations. So first we will discuss about the lobes and fissures of the lungs. So the right lung, it is divided into three lobes, that is the upper lobe, middle lobe and the lower lobe. So these three lobes, they are formed by the two fissures. This is the horizontal fissure and this is the oblique fissure. So these two fissures divide the right lung into three lobes. And the left lung, it has got only two lobes, that is the upper lobe and lower lobe. So it is divided by means of the oblique fissure. So oblique fissure is common in right and left lung. So this is the oblique fissure. You can see that in both right and left lung. It passes through the whole thickness of the lungs except at the hilum. So hilum is the only place where these lobes are connected. Except at hilum, this oblique fissure, it cuts through the whole thickness of the lungs. So it passes downwards and forwards, crossing the posterior border 6 cm away from the apex and also the inferior border 5 cm away from the median plane. So it crosses the posterior border 6 cm away from the apex and also the inferior border 5 cm away from the median plane. So next is the horizontal fissure. It is only present in the right lung. It divides the right lung into a middle lobe also. So it passes through the anterior border to the oblique fissure, dividing the right lung into a middle wedge-shaped lobe. So this is the middle wedge-shaped lobe. So now we will discuss about the root of the lungs. So this is the right lung and this is the root of the right lung. So it is present in the medial surface and the root of the lungs, it is formed by the structures entering as well as coming out of the hilum. So it is formed by the structures entering and coming out of the hilum. So this is the root of the lungs. So now we will discuss about what all structures are present in the root of the lungs. So this is the structure of root of the right and left lung. So with this we can describe what all structures are present in the root of right and left lung. Some structures are common and some are different in both. So in the right lung you can see the epartial and the hypartial bronchus. That is the upper and the lower bronchus is present in right lung. But in left there is only one bronchus, that is the principal bronchus. And you can see the superior and inferior pulmonary vein. So that is common in both right and left lungs. And this is the right and left pulmonary artery. So it has got one pulmonary artery each. And anterior pulmonary plexus and posterior pulmonary plexus. So that is also common in right and left lung. And you have bronchial artery. There is only one bronchial artery in the right lung and there is two bronchial artery in the left lung. And bronchial vein is present in both the lungs. And this is the lymphatics and also lymph nodes. They are also common. And the areolar tissue. So these are the structures that are present in the root of right and left lung. So now we will discuss about the arrangement of contents in both right and left root. Although the contents are similar, they are arranged in different order from above to below. But from anterior to posterior, it is similar. So from anterior to posterior, you can see the superior pulmonary vein, the pulmonary artery and also bronchus. And similarly in left lung also you can see the superior pulmonary vein, the pulmonary artery and also bronchus. But from above to below, it is different in right and left route. So in right, you can see the epartial bronchus, the pulmonary artery, hyparterial bronchus and the inferior pulmonary vein. In right. In left, you can see the pulmonary artery, the bronchus and also the inferior pulmonary vein. So it is different in right and left. So now we will discuss the relations of the root of right and left lungs. So anteriorly, it is related to the phrenic nerve, pericardiophrenac vessels and also anterior pulmonary plexus. So anteriorly, the both right and left root, it is related to the phrenic nerve, pericardiophrenac vessels and also the anterior pulmonary plexus. But the right root, it is also related anteriorly to the superior vena cava and also a part of right atrium. Next is the posterior. Posteriorly, it is commonly related to vagus nerve and also posterior pulmonary plexus. So, the posterior common relations of the right and left root are the vagus nerve and also the posterior pulmonary plexus. And posteriorly on the left side, you can also relate it to the descending aorta. That is, posteriorly, the left root, it is related to the descending thoracic aorta. Next is the superior. Superiorly on the right side, you can see the terminal part of the azygous vein, and on the left side, you can see the arch of aorta. So, superiorly, you can see the terminal part of the azygous vein, and in the left side, you can see the arch of aorta. And inferiorly, it is related to pulmonary ligament. So, these are the relations of the root of right and left lungs. So, now we will discuss the differences between the right and left lungs. So, right lung, it has got 3 lobes. Left lung, it has only got 2 lobes. And it has got 2 fissures, that is the horizontal and oblique fissure. It has only got 1 fissure. Right lung, it weighs more, that is, it is around 700 grams, and left lung, it is only about 650 grams. And the anterior border of the right lung, it is continuous, but the anterior border of the left lung, it has got a cardiac notch. So these are the difference between the right and the left lungs. So this is the end of today's video.
This is the end of today's video. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.